It's time for Bravo with Sheila, a place to be enlightened, a place to be built up, and always a place to remember that when nothing changes, nothing changes. All right. Welcome to Bravo with Sheila. This is the Bravo with Sheila Network, and we are so excited to be here with you tonight. Listen, what is going on? What is going on? What's going on? Hello to all of you. How's it going? How's everything doing with you? I hope that you're well. It's a cold, cold evening here on the East Coast. Listen, the weather has shifted, the season has changed, and it's time for winter gear. But guess what? It's all good because we are here, we are live, we're walking and talking. And I just want to greet you. If it's your first time here, go ahead and hit that like button and smash that thumbs up button. Listen, I'm excited as usual. And we have one of our favorite guests in the house. I don't even have to tell you who she is. And her sidekick, her partner, Emmanuel. We have Karen in Ghana right here once again. She's a regular. Most of you've seen her. Most of you understand who she is and what she does. And so we're glad to have her back tonight. We won't be before you too long tonight because since the time shifted, it's really late over there in Africa, right? So we have to have consideration, right? So we're going to start doing these broadcasts from Africa a little bit earlier, just because our beautiful people over there, they work all day and they get tired because they do some hard work. So tonight we're happy to have a chat. We have some slides. We're going to do a little twist tonight and show you some different things that they didn't talk about before. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Karen in Ghana and Emmanuel to the platform. And here they are. Hello, wonderful people. Hold on. There you are.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's Karen in Ghana.
And look at Emmanuel. Don't move away from the camera. Emmanuel's sleepy. So we have to sing a little song to Emmanuel. Yes.
I'm not sleeping. Yeah.
Yes, they are here. Two of our favorite people. And so tonight we're going to share again about what's going on with their projects, what they've been doing, how so many people are trying to shift from the U.S. to Ghana because Ghana is beautiful and so many great things are happening in Ghana. And a lot of people have caught on to this. I've been watching so many different programs on YouTube with so many Americans and people from different parts of the states have moved to Ghana. I've been watching different opinions, the pros and cons, you know, how they say the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't know if there's any ugly, but the good, the bad, the pros, the cons, what you should do and not do if you plan to come to Ghana. There's been a whole little shift. I've been hearing about people that come to Ghana, but they're not prepared. They didn't plan well. And then they have to go back, regroup. And so these two individuals here have so much information, a wealth of information to share with us. Those of you that are always here with me at Bravo with Sheila, you're in the chat, you're loading up in the chat, and I see some of you up there in the balcony. Well, the balcony You might have bought an expensive ticket and you're in the orchestra seat. Nevertheless, you're here. So smash that thumbs up button. We are striving to 1,000 subs. So listen, how's everyone doing on your side of the world, Emmanuel and Karen?
Oh, wow. People, everything's going well here, just busy as we can be. We have had a lot of inquiries about the land
Mm,
and not just inquiries, but people, purchasing land and saying, I'm going to make that shift from the U.S. or from the West to Ghana. And so it's been exciting for us. It's been really busy, but it's been exciting for us as well as we get the land prepared and do different things to ensure that we, um, you know, uh, get everything ready for our potential clients that are coming in. Yeah, so we're
that's so
excited about
good.
it.
That's awesome. Wait, let me get this headphone right.
Okay.
There you go. So I think that is awesome. I know that many people have inquired about what you're doing. You've had even had friends and family come over and look at the land, purchase land a little at a time or a lot at one time just to actually become
Hmm.
owners so that they can have generational wealth where
Yeah.
they can build and you can do so many different things in Ghana. The opportunities are so different from the US. I mean, with your beautiful house, I wish we had a picture of your beautiful house to show the people how you built your house with under $100,000, right? Was it
Yes.
under
Yeah.
a $100,000? I think it was $70,000. It's beautiful, the property and all that you've done, and it's yours. No mortgage. You're doing your thing and
Yeah.
growing, and you got this
That's the
wonderful.
best part.
Say that again. Say it
I
again.
said that's the best part. No mortgage. That's huge.
That is
Because in the States you live to pay your mortgage, right? So
exactly.
you work every month, that big chunk comes out of your pay. And here, it may seem hard to do or impossible to a lot of people that they can pay as they go and build their house and
Yeah.
have it taken care of, but it's being done by so many people,
Mm.
and it is possible to do it.
Absolutely. Another thing that a lot of people are speaking about that I heard about, I've been watching so many different channels from Ghana and other parts of Africa, and they're sharing about, the comfortability and how we see people just like us. There is a different,
Yeah.
you see your people, it's a free, like laid back kind of feeling, the pressure, the
Yeah.
stress, and I was like, wow, wow. I mean, people have literally moved their families and their business
Yes.
Africa.
Yes, they have, and in Ghana especially, so many people are feeling led to come to Ghana, but they're coming to all over, Zambia, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Ethiopia. I mean, they're coming to the motherland.
They're coming to
It's like it's just a pull to come back home. It's like, why continue to um, give everything to a country that may not even really care about you, right?
absolutely,
Um, uh, when you can come here and be welcomed and be around people that look just like you, are care that you are there,
yeah.
and feel like family. It's just like a connection that I can't really explain until you have to feel it for yourself. Yeah.
Absolutely. And even when, like, we talked before about this, people would be like, oh, no, I don't know if I can do that. But most times, a lot of times, you hear that from folks who haven't at least not tried, but traveled to Ghana, to feel the
Yeah.
warmth of the country. When I was there, I felt so welcome. I
Yeah.
felt so, I mean, it was just incredible what I felt from the people, the hospitality, the kindness, and even I love the fact that even those that are, some are Muslims, some are not Muslim, different faiths come
Hmm.
together.
Yeah.
And there's no strife. There's a respect one
Right.
to another. And I like that. I like that where people just, you meet people where they are and you respect people for their own belief system without any
Hmm.
hoopla about it, like the
Yeah.
isms and
Yeah.
schisms about it, right? So it's a beautiful country. I love Ghana. And so tonight we're going to talk about some things. I know you got your partner there, Emmanuel.
Yes.
We're going to get him a nice big pillow when we finish. And I know that he He might want to share something, but you did send me some slides. But before we get into that, I would
Yeah.
like to share with the audience about something really wonderful and special that you're doing, which I think is so awesome. It's wonderful that you are going to be, you're part of this, and it's nominate a creator, right? So this is the
Yeah.
third year I think this has happened in Ghana. Ghana Creators Festival 2023. Nominate a creator, and you are in the runnings of this. I guess we can call it a competition, but it seems like it's going to be so exciting. And so, as people are watching now, going across the stream, you see that I have information on how you can vote for Karen. Vote
Yeah.
for Hey, vote for Karen. Hey, vote for. That's right. We got to vote for Karen. We want Karen to be totally into this runnings, to be at the top. I'm so excited for her that she is in this competition. I don't know if they're calling it a competition, but it is the 2023 Ghana Creators Festival for YouTube creators. Is that correct? And
Yeah.
it's the
That's
23rd,
right.
25th of November from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. in Accra Mall. Accra is the big, big, big space in Ghana. Well, if you want
Yeah.
to move to Ghana and you don't want to be in the country, just go ahead to Accra. Just go ahead to the city life. You will never go home to go to sleep because they say New York is a city that never sleeps. Ghana, Accra never sleeps. The clubs are
Right.
going, the food is going, the music is going. And we have 10 days, 5 hours, 44 minutes, and 46 seconds to get her
Oh
name,
my.
to get her name going. We have it. We have it right here. You see it? The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
Oh man.
Yes, yes, yes. So the Ghana Creators Festival is the first ever 3 day long convention that will bring all content creators across the region to engage, educate, and inspire on in the global creators community. The conference will be climaxed with the Creators Awards night and concert, which will
Yeah.
recognize hardworking and influential content creators in Ghana. The festival is powered by uh, ento- Anatomity, I think I said that right, with several local and international partners. Buy your tickets, but if you can't be there, you can vote. You can vote for Karen.
Yeah.
Please look at the banner going across the screen. There's going to be so much excitement, and I want you to share a little bit about it, and then we'll move to some of the pictures and things you want to talk about the land. Talk about this exciting creators conference that you've got yourself into.
Okay, well, I heard about it from one of the other content creators, Clevy Joe, and
Mm-hmm.
he's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me about this conference and asked me if I was going to be attending.
Mm-hmm.
And so I looked it up, and then I saw that they had a category for YouTube creators for the diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, oh, maybe I'll enter into that. And so that's what I did. And so last time I checked, I was like in third place. So we'll see what happens. You know, I'm excited to even be on the board, right?
Yes. Well, listen, you're
So
doing a lot,
yeah,
and a lot of people look at your channel. I
yeah,
was looking at your channel the other day. I always check in. I can't catch when you go, but when you say, I'm just sitting on the porch and I'm just
yeah,
figured I'd just talk to you for a moment. So I've been catching all of that. And so,
yeah.
I think that people love what you do. That one clip that where the girl into, I don't know her name, forgive me, and yet clip went for a million hits. And
Oh
so
yeah,
that gave
build
you
with the
a kind of
more.
that gave
Yes.
you a kind of push and a shove. Not that
Oh
you wasn't,
man, did it?
but that
It
helped.
really
So
did. Yes.
I'm sure. I'm sure. So I'm excited for you. And I pray that all the people that are in the chat got the information and that they too will go ahead and vote for you. They better vote for you. We're going to get you number 3. We want to move you forward. So let's say hello to some
Okay.
folks just before we go. You got some of your fans in here. You got the Bravettes in here that love you, the Bravettes and the Brave Brothers. We got Superfood Parent in the house. She'll be here next
All
Tuesday
right.
cooking again. Superfood Parent. She is the sponsor of Bravo with Sheila Network for the month. She is the Bravo with Sheila sponsor for the month. And I thank her
Okay.
publicly. Shout out to Superfood Parent. And then she's saying, nice, this is a good event to hear about. and they saying, "Hey, Emmanuel, wake up." There's Emmanuel. They're greeting you. They're greeting you. And you should be in the house. Your neighbor is in the
Oh,
house.
Mimi, Dr. Mimi. Hey, Dr. Mimi.
Mimi is in the house. You got Pastor Rosa in the house. You got so many people. They're greeting, they're saying hello. We got those ones up in the clouds, up in the bleachers. And we got Sharon Crawford in the house. Thank you for being here. I
Hey,
really appreciate your presence. Yes. So we just want to jump into some
Sharon.
things and share with what you and Emmanuel have been up to. And I know why you're tired and sleepy, because you be out in that dirt and on them roads and doing what you have to do every single day. So let's catch up. Let's catch us up here.
Okay, yeah, and today I was out there in that sun, and that sun was no joke today. We were out on the land, they were measuring some of the plots, and I was doing some video. So, yes,
That's good.
that does make you tired and sleepy. And it is after 11 o'clock here, so.
Yes, yes,
But I wanted to say something to you, Sheila, because I watched your video you did. What was it on? The Counseling Corner?
yes.
um, 3 steps to identify triggers. That was excellent.
Oh,
I enjoyed that so much. I'm sharing it with everybody because I thought it was so relevant. And so many times we don't
yeah,
recognize, triggers and things that are happening that
true.
cause us to get ourselves in trouble, right?
That's
So thank you
sure.
for that. I really,
Oh,
really
thank
enjoyed
you so much for saying that. I do
it.
appreciate it. I
Yeah. And I
appreciate
know I
it.
gave you some pictures, like of the land. So if you could just
Yeah.
put them up and I'll just
All
share a
right.
little bit about it.
We can do that. Would you like me to put the video first, of the video, or you want me to go ahead and just start with the pictures?
You could do the pictures first and then we'll do the
Okay.
video.
All right. So I'll start with the sky at Africaba. You want me to do that one, or you want me to do?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put that one
Yeah,
up.
that's fine. It's just so that people can get a feel
Yeah,
for
and you
what
can
we have, what
and
the
you can
Most High
share.
has blessed us with. Yes.
Go
I
ahead
mean,
and you
just
share as I put them up.
okay, standing on the land and just looking out at that beautiful view, I'd never get tired of it. And then along with that beautiful view is just this breeze that just is forever blowing. I mean, it's just always just a cool breeze up there because we're kind of up, up on a hill. We're up a little high, elevated, and it's just beautiful up there. So I just thought people would get a good
It's beautiful.
um, sense of that. Yeah.
And what part now, share with the
Right.
viewers that haven't been here, what part of Africa,
Okay, sure. So this is in Cape Coast, Brabetzi. Did I say it right? Yeah.
Sure.
And Brabetzi means come and eat. So, I mean, when I heard that, it just really touched me. It was like, yes, that's my kind of place.
yes, absolutely.
So, yeah. So
Emmanuel, you
it's
wanna
in,
add?
I didn't say, I'm sorry, he didn't hear you.
No, I thought before I switched the picture, did he wanna add to what you said?
Oh, you want to add to it?
No, that's
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so I'll go to the next photo. Okay.
I'll let you talk about this one, Emmanuel.
what.
Emmanuel, come on, let's
Yeah.
go.
So this is built on Africa-based plot, and that is the plot that we're supposed to use for our office. Looking at what we want to build for the office, we don't have that kind of money right now.
Mhm.
And also, when the guys come to work, some are from afar, from some are from the nearby villages, so
Okay.
they can actually take a cab and go home. But those who are from afar, maybe from Accra, who are from maybe the eastern or the western region, they need to have a place that they're gonna sleep
Yes.
when they come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever we buy our tools and materials, we also need a place to keep them. It shouldn't be under the sun, under
Right.
the rain. It's gonna get spoiled in no time. So we decided to build up this structure. It is this is 55 feet
Wow.
by 13 feet.
Okay.
So that is how big that structure is. So in that structure, we have um, 15 by 13 feet area that is going to serve as the temporal office space for the company.
Okay.
So whenever we bring guests, we send guests up the land, we just go round, 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 and the next thing is to go back home. But at this time, when you send guests there, they look at the land, they come and have a place to at least rest for a
Yes.
couple of minutes. You give them some chilled water, and at least they have some air conditioners. That's gonna, make them feel better after walking through or under the sun for quite long. Then
Yes.
you bring them inside to rest. So that is the idea for the office,
Awesome.
and we can also do some paperwork and other things whilst we on the land. We don't have to just stand in the sun for all the time.
That's awesome.
So that is the office, and the second is 30 feet by 15. That will be the space for the guys who are going to be sleeping. It's really spacious, 30 feet by 15,
Wow.
more like two bedrooms. So
Wow.
that is where they're gonna sleep. So that also has a fan in it. It has the electric extension into it and everything, and they're gonna also have a TV if they want to watch some movies or whatever after work. Yeah, so that's what we're doing for them. And the other side, is will be the storage space. So
Uh-huh.
that is going take our shovels, our hammers, our wheelbarrows, the cement, and a whole lot of stuff. And when we also buy things for our projects,
Mhm.
something like fittings and fixtures that we're gonna put in the house, we
Mhm.
can keep them in the storage. So we've given it the name the temporal structure, but to me it's more like a structure that is going to help us for the time being, but it's not
Yeah.
going to be really temporal. This thing we see there can last up to like 5 years or more, or as long as we want it to last.
Yes.
So because the woods were treated, everything
Okay.
was treated, so they can sit there and we wouldn't have any problem with the termite or whatever. So
Oh,
we call it temporal because at a point in time when the company gets much money, we're going to build our main office with blocks or with concrete. So that is why we call it temporal. But
yes.
uh, it really looks like a house, and
Yeah.
I call yeah, it's amazing. We have put up the tiles, we have done the electric
Oh,
wiring, everything. Sure, we've done the electric wiring and and we are now doing the inside for the office. That is the sidings. We decided to go like local and natural, so we are using the raffia branches, like the palm branches, and that
okay.
is what we are using for the inside, and it looks really, really great and natural.
Wow.
So that is it about
Yes.
that build. So if
Bravo.
somebody, that is more like about 5,000 to 6,000. So if somebody wanna build something like this,
Mhm.
maybe on his land or her land, that is how much the person should be looking at.
Oh,
No,
okay. It's pretty big. It's a nice.
sure, it's really big. Sure, it's
Yeah.
really big.
And how
And
many
that is,
plots? How many plots is it on? It's one?
yeah, this is more
Yes, it's
like
one.
it's on one plot for Africa, but the whole size of that structure is 55 feet by 13 feet.
So
Okay.
that's and the plots are 80 by 80. So you see, you still would have plenty of space.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
this can be, if you want to do this, this can be more like if you get some bathrooms in them, this is gonna be more like you can build, let's say, 4 or 5 of these on a plot.
Mm.
That is it. Yeah, in line in that order, you can build 4 or 5 because you have enough space. Because one side of the plot will take the 55, and the other side will take like the 15 feet.
Yes.
So you can build in line for like 3 or 4 times.
Creative. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
sure.
and I wish I had pictures of what we did today, because they really have made a lot of progress, and so maybe next time we'll show you the finished product.
Absolutely, because you know you're
Yeah.
regular. So yes, next time. I think that is so awesome. As you're talking, I'm just thanking the Lord for just, doing what he's doing with you both. You know
Yeah.
how, vision, vision, vision. See, I'm a visionary, so I can look at something like you and it look like nothing and turn it into something. And
Yeah.
the fact that it keeps rolling in my mind, hi, your nephew Steve is in the house. Um,
Oh, Steve.
yeah. and and
Yes.
and the fact that I always just think of how you was going. So you thought to Ghana to just chill and you know build your
Yes.
house and relax and here comes Emmanuel. Emmanuel's like, oh,
Yes.
you didn't get the memo? No, you didn't get the memo, Karen? No, you said, well, no, I'm just going to, invite people and refer people. He says, no, you're part
Mm,
of this company. So just to see fast forward what is going on, just to see the hand of God and what the favor, just this
yeah.
house. I'm like, y'all blowing up, talking about temporary. This is like, okay, this, because there's a scripture that says faith without works is dead. You got to put some work into what you're believing for. You got to see it and do it, and it says like write the vision and make it plain. Just go ahead and write
Yeah.
it down, see it, and just believe you can do it. Once you exercise that, things come to you. It's like a magnet type of situation.
So
And
true.
I'm just so proud of you both doing what you're doing. Let's say hello to your nephew. I'm gonna put the comment up because our teacher is in the house, Karen. Our teacher.
Yes, Steve. Yes.
Hey, Steve, how are you? He keeps saying they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you, Sister Sheila in Ghana. You gotta go. He says, all kind of emails.
Yes.
He sends me emails pushing me and pushing me. So, and the next photo is me, Stephen, with my two beautiful aunties. One is a Frante and the other is a real American citizen. It's so good to see you, Steve. It's so good to see you. Let's see.
Yes.
Let me see before I put it up. I'm gonna put it up anyway and see what it says. It says, "Ine, this is going into the hottest, driest season of Ghana. So I'm sure Karen was cooking today."
No. Actually, I was out so for a long time, and then when I came back, and my grandson said, "You didn't bring me anything to eat," and I was like, "Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot."
You was on a roll. Let's put up this next picture. Yeah, let's put
Okay.
this one up. Ah,
So we just thought that was so awesome. If you guys can see it, it's the map of Africa, captured during the sunset on our land. So if you can see that shape of Africa there, we
hmm.
thought that was amazing. So we just wanted to share that with you.
It is. It's beautiful. I can
Yes, that
imagine the breathtaking views you have in mornings and in the evenings, sunrise, sunset, and all those good things. Just
yes,
watching
it was
the beauty.
really beautiful.
Hmm. Let's see what our superfood parent said. Yes, action is a web. Evoke to see you all putting in the work. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Putting in
Thank
the work. No matter what you do in life, you got to put in the work. You have to put in the work. And you feel so good when you could step back and see what you've done, right? When you
you.
step
Yes.
back and see how you've created that, not just for yourself, but for the community, right? And then you embrace people from everywhere to come and be a part of the community. I think that is so, as the young people say, dope. I think that's dope.
The thing that is very humbling too, because people are contacting us from all over the world. and when you just sometimes when you stop and think about the impact that you're having on people.
Yes.
And I did a short. It was a lady who sent me an email and said that there was a poem or something that Maya Angelou had written,
Mm-hmm.
and she said um, that I was fulfilling the hopes and dreams of the slave.
Mm.
And when I read that, I mean, it just made me weep,
Mm.
because I never really looked at it that way, the hopes and dreams of the slave, but then I thought about, when they were going through that and they were probably hoping and dreaming that one day
Yes.
their seed would be home again, you know?
That's deep.
So, you just don't know that you're impacting people to that degree. And
Sure.
it's really powerful.
Walking out purpose you are, you know. You
Oh,
was
you know what? I see Superfood says something. Can you put that up?
sure.
See what you mean.
Let's see what she this one? Or must be another one.
No, the next one.
Oh, here it is. Let's see. I meant you were cooking, as in that son. Oh, was cooking.
Yeah,
Okay. Karen, and she was outdoors, right, filming and getting things done.
yes,
Yeah, she was
I
definitely
got it now. So she mean like I was
you
cooking.
was cooking.
Yes, I was being cooked with this by the sun. So
Yeah,
yes, he's right. I did. I got a nice little tan today.
absolutely, absolutely. So what we got cooking behind you with Emmanuel? I know he has some papers in his hand, but do you want me to put this little video up before we get Emmanuel on the mic?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that? You want
The video,
the
right?
video of you? Yeah.
Yeah, so what you're about to see, I'll let you explain it because it shows the progress, right? Mm, that's good.
It just never ceases to amaze me when I, I see
And you
all
see,
that we're getting done. Yeah, those are the inner roads. So Emmanuel made the decision that we needed to get those inner roads taken care of as well, so that people can get around. So it's like every how many plots over?
Like every two plot is having road by the left and the right side.
Yeah.
That
oh,
is it. So like every acre you have a road around it. You can get
Okay.
access by
oh,
going around it. That is
going
how
around. Oh, okay. So no
so
matter where you are, there's a road for
sure you get the access. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So that's what we're doing now in the process of getting those inner roads taken care of.
you. That is so nice.
And that's exciting, in addition to, we're going to be getting ready to start building a couple of homes in the next, I say, next few weeks.
Really?
So we're going to be really getting really busy again. Yes, yes, we are.
People are
So
really ready to just build and come and do their thing. And the great thing I like about your company, and I'd love for you to give a backdrop again, you and Emmanuel, about your company, is that, the fact that anyone can do this. You don't have to think of it as pressure. You start small, you get a plot, or and you both guide people through. It's not like you need this
yeah,
wealth of money. Those that have it, wonderful. But at the same
yeah.
token, there are people who desire, right, and don't have
Hmm.
what someone else
Hmm.
might have, but they still can make it happen. So as you're talking about that, please share with the viewers, because some of them have been here before and some of them are up in the bleachers that may not have been here, and they could understand a little bit more about your company, because you got the brilliant mind sitting behind you, although he's a little sleepy, but
She's teasing me today.
let's talk a little bit
Yeah.
about Africaba.
So yeah, so when we started Africa Bar, we Emmanuel had the vision, that it would be a place where the diasporans could come. And so when we first started it, we really felt led to know that the first part would be for the Hebrew Israelites to come, so that they had their own community. and then we have the community for the, other diaspora. And so we have, it's sort of like all under AFRICABA, but then these different communities or villages underneath. And so when he came to me and said, asked about doing it, and I said, well, that would be, at first I was resisting a bit, but then I really felt like it was the Most High leading me to do it. And so immediately, as soon as we said okay, people started coming.
Wow.
I mean, we've only been in business since May, and already we have sold out over half of our plots, right? Or almost half of the plots that we have. We have 90, almost 100 plots now. And we are just, they're just going. So we know it's the Most High that's doing it. People are coming from, like, not just from the US, but from other parts of the world. And it's just amazing to see it. But yes, you're right. You come, you get your plot, and then we'll work with you on, in Ghana, you pay as you go, right? So
Sure.
I did hear that they are starting to, look more at mortgages and things like that. But to me, if you could do it without a mortgage, it would be the best, because then you have such an easy life, because you don't have that big chunk of your pay
Right.
every month that you gotta dole out.
Right.
But everybody may not be able to do that. But right now, that's how, the only way we're doing it right now is you pay as you go. So
And the
you may
plots
be,
are what now? I remember the last couple of times we talked about the pricing. Has it gone up, or is it still stable at the price you quoted to us before for a
yeah,
one
it's
plot?
still 2,000 for a plot. The plot is 80 by 80. And then with that, you get your title search, your site plan, your demarcation of your land with your columns. You get
The deed.
you get your indenture, which is like your deed, and you get the your first clearing of your land. All of that is included in that price. When I came to Ghana, and I got my plot, none of that was included. So that made it really kind of challenging, because if you don't know, what you don't know. And then you get
So
somebody say, well, now you got to pay for this, and now
true.
you got to pay for that, and now you got to get this done. Now you got to get a surveyor, and you got to get an estimate. You got to get all these things, right?
Yes.
So we try to make it as simple as possible by just saying these are all the things that you have to pay for upfront. That's with the 2,000, and then we have everybody has to pay an initial $800 US into the electric grid, because you got to remember that this is raw land. There's no electricity, there's no water, there are no roads, so all of this is being built as we go. And so for each person that comes in and gets a plot, they have to do a one-time assessment pay into the electric grid. And then you have to pay the farmers for the crop that may be on, or trees or crops that may be on the land that you purchase. And that's usually averages around 100 US. So for 2,900 on average, you will get you'll get all of that, and you'll be pretty much set.
That's awesome.
So
And go ahead. No, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and the other thing too was, in Ghana, one of the first things they say is that you need to put a wall up, and that's for protection, but it's also for marking your territory, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but we have made the decision that if people can think about putting up a wall first, or they can wait and put their wall up after they start to build their house, because walls are expensive, especially the block walls, the concrete block walls.
Yeah.
And so that big chunk of money could be used to start your house,
Yeah.
start building your home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're giving people the option on that now, to maybe use that money to start to build their home, get their foundation down and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So it's more like building up the wall. The reason for that decision is that we're not trying to be autocratic on anybody, but it's for our own good. Building up your wall, you have it in mind that, oh, all right, so I've been able to secure my property. I've been able to protect my territory. That is all right. So that gives you that relaxed mindset. It
Right.
gives you that it doesn't push you to do more. So
Mm-hmm.
you always tell yourself that, okay, so even if it takes me like 5, 10 years to go back to Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
I have my property protected by the wall.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yes.
But when you ignore the wall for now, and you put that money like if it's gonna be like 10,000 or 12,000 US, you put that money into your foundation and you get your footings up and you put the cast concrete on it,
Mm-hmm.
or pretty much you it brings you to a level depending on the kind of house you want to build. It
Right.
brings you to a certain level that will always push you to do more or
Yes.
do bit by bit. So by doing that, you always have it on your mind that, oh, all right, so I have this house to get completed. I
Mhm.
need to maybe do this number of blocks this month.
Mm-hmm.
I need to maybe get to this level, get to the lintel level. Maybe I'm going to go to the roofing level. I need to save this amount and send to them for them to do the roofing for me and everything.
Yes.
But with war, it's just one time payment you pay and it is done. So you wouldn't feel all this urgency and the pressure.
Right.
But when you start use that money, ignore the war, this is more like scale of preference or
Yeah.
priorities.
Yeah.
So
Right.
when you prioritize the building over the wall, that is gonna always push you to do more when it comes to your house.
Yes.
And within a short time, you would realize that you've been able to build this house with
Yeah.
ease without you knowing it. So
Yes.
that this is how we wanna, at least help the people build their homes really fast. And
Yeah.
later you can just think about the wall. When the house is up and you have everything in it, then you think about the wall. So that is the reason for that decision.
Yeah. So you definitely, this is what I love about you both, because you educate, right? You consult. I mean, with the information you're given, people would have to pay a lot of money per hour to sit with someone, a consultant, right?
Yeah.
To share these things. No, really, it's real talk. You're given information and you're being honest with what you can do, what you can't do. And it's like when you own your house in the States, you keep making your house better because of the equity. You keep enhancing the
Right.
bathroom, enhancing this, enhancing that, so that the appreciation of it goes up, up, and up. You just don't leave it. And so the
Right.
mindset is to continue to make it awesome. So we have a question from Superfood Pan. I'm reading it in real time with you. She is saying,
Okay.
my question is what your preference is for your weight, your wall,
For your
for your
mhm.
wall, a solid wall or a wall with sections of iron windows. Then she says the decorative iron are attractive, but are they typical or atypical there?
Okay.
Leave it up so you can bounce off of it.
You want to take that one?
Also, that we're gonna have a solid wall. That is one, and two, three sides of the property is gonna be with a solid wall. That will be about the height of 7 feet, and the front part, which is gonna contain the gate or the entrance to the property, will be a short wall of like 4 feet or 3 feet high,
Mhm.
3.5 feet or 4 feet high. Then on top of the 4 feet, we wouldn't leave it like that. We will have that decorative iron he is talking
Mhm.
about. That is the galvanized iron. So we put that on top. So we actually have a design of how the walls in the community should look like.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
uniform. So it's not, and each house the same, or do you, if you wanted the architectural structure of the house, and because of the community, are there certain guidelines of what you want, how you want
So,
it in terms of
all right. So
houses? Hmm.
all right. So, the houses for the Hebrews heritage is gonna be like the choice of the client.
Okay.
Whatever you want to build and everything. That is because the a whole lot of people are coming, and somebody might feel led by the Mosai to come to the land, but would only can only afford to build like a one bedroom studio or whatever for herself or himself.
Got it.
So if you restrict them that, oh no, this
Yes.
place you can only build like five bedrooms, duplex, or this and that story, it means that you are just avoiding that person for
Yes.
being part of the Mosai's role of
Yes.
these people returning home. So
Yes.
for the Hebrew heritage community, there is no restriction of that sort.
That's
You can come and be part of the lost people, and just help spread the gospel.
yes.
That is, but with the AFRICABA diaspora village, where we're gonna have different kinds of villages in that community. We will have, like we've spoken about, like five villages: the Emancipation Village, the Sankofa Village, Kwame Nkrumah Village, the Great Return Village, and maybe the Gold Coast Village. All these villages, we are going to have something particular about them.
Yeah.
They're gonna come with a specific design,
Mhm.
right, or architecture works. So that would separate them or make them stand out from the other village. So
Yes.
if the village is single stories, maybe from three bedrooms or two bedrooms to five bedrooms, it will be for one village. Let's say the Emancipation Village will take that,
Oh,
and that is going to be maybe hip roof, or the hip type of roofing. That is
yes.
what that village is gonna be.
Got it.
And when you come to maybe Sankofa village, we will look at a hidden roof structures.
Hmm.
So hidden roof structures, maybe single story, that is gonna be from maybe two bedrooms to three, four, five bedrooms. That would be for maybe Sankofa village. So you see, one village is having two to five bedrooms, but single stories, but hip roof. Another
Yes.
village is gonna have two to five bedrooms, structure, single story, but hidden roof or
Yeah.
flat roof.
That's beautiful.
So that is it. Then when you go to another village, that will take the mansions like the duplexes and other things. So
Ah,
if you are putting up story buildings, that is where you will have to be. So though people have bought land right now, but we have not given them where they're going to be,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Because we need to know what kind of building they're going to put up,
Yes.
what kind of roof their buildings are going to have,
Hmm.
and what is the size of their building, so
Hmm.
that we'll be able to figure out which
Where?
village
Mhm.
they will fit.
Yes.
Their architecture will fit. So it's not going to be like the Hebrews heritage where anybody can do or build anything. No,
Hmm. I like
and
it.
that is it.
Yeah.
And due to that, we say in our covenant that it is written in the covenant for the community that Africa Bar should be the sole developer and the contractor to build up that community.
Well, of course. Yes.
Any other contractor that comes into the community should be vetted
That's
by Africa, by the developer, before they can work. When you say this, some people sometimes do not understand it. When they come in to buy the land, they'll be like, "Oh, all right, we will buy it," but later they will try to struggle with you on that particular statement. The
hmm
reason why we have that statement is that oh, you cannot come here and be riding on bad roads everywhere and entering your community. You have to hit thousands of puddles before you get to your house. So that will be the responsibility of the developer and the homeowners to take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the waste system, how do we dispose our trash and everything? That is gonna be for the developer and the homeowners.
Mm-hmm.
But if we leave it like that, when it comes to the security, it's about the developer and the homeowners. So a whole lot of things, extension of the grid and everything. So if we leave it just like that, you can just come in, buy your land and do
Right.
anything that you want,
No.
then
Right.
it means that there would be nobody to monitor
Yeah.
this grid that we're talking about, this electric we're talking about. There will be nobody to monitor the roads.
Mm-hmm.
If we have puddles in the roads, nobody cares.
Right.
There will be nobody to monitor the waste system and the cleanness of the community.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody at all can throw trash anywhere, and
Right.
nobody will care about that. But for us to have that kind of community that we dream of,
Mm-hmm.
then we should have measures in place
Yes.
that are going to protect the community from going through all these kind of misfortunes. But that is why. So people should just understand it and know that if we try to
Absolutely.
do it individually, we will never achieve or the
True.
kind of community we want.
Yeah.
That is
So
true.
that is why we want it to be a community, but not an individual residence or something like that.
Right. It's community working together to keep your community. Same thing where you live certain
That is it.
places you want to keep your block. You have community blocks, you have community boards,
So,
and those are the
sure.
people that police the area to make sure that whoever comes in are reputable, whoever comes in is a certain kind of character, because that's when property and everything starts to decrease. So I think all those
Sure.
things have to be put in place based on the vision and where you're going with this. Let's look at a couple of comments. Thank you, Emmanuel. That was so good. Those of you who have just joined us, we thank you for coming in. We have Karen and Ghana and her partner from AFRICABA, their business, their company, and this is their, I guess, fourth, I don't know, fifth time, who's counting? They're regulars here and they're sharing. Listen, $2,900 starts you having a plot to build.
Yeah.
2,900 is the initial start to build. Come on now, that's something. And again, those of you who have not been to Africa and be like, oh no, we already talked about the myths about the animals and all of that. We did that
Yeah.
on session two. That's just mess, right? And so those of you who are listening, please look at this information. Generational wealth, certain things you can do. Let's look at a couple of these comments. I think I have to go up to Steve, our nephew, your nephew first. Let's see. Okay, here's Steve's comment. If you don't have the wall around your plot of land, the probability of someone taking over your plot of land in Ghana is 100%, especially the expat who don't live in the country, even if you live in Ghana. All right. Listen, I tell you, Steve has all the pointers. You want to talk to that? We're going to look at another comment here. Superfood parent says, yes, that decorative iron is what I was referring to. Thank you. Now I
Mhm.
want to know why the houses are so grand. Is that just the Gold Coast magnificence?
I think part of it is that the money is different over here in Ghana,
Sure.
right? So $1 right now is 11.95. So when you bring your money here, you can get a much bigger uh, house for the money than what you would pay in the States. So again, for less than $100,000, you can get a grand home.
Mm. Okay. That's still a good price. That is still a good
Oh,
price.
it's absolutely
Yeah.
a great price.
Superfood parents saying, thank you for the clarification on the wall. We have to protect our property when we build at Steve. Oh, she's talking to nephew.
Sure.
Steve here has another comment here. He is saying land ownership in Ghana runs through the family system, chiefs system, and the legal system. So you must avoid having issues with any of these systems at all costs. Buy
Sure.
your land from a registered agent, such as AFRICABA here. That's what you
Yeah.
do. Thank you, Steve. That is
AFRICABA.
so, yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. And so Superfood Parent is saying, what is, did it go? Oh, the Ghanaian CD is catching up to the dollar. He's talking about the money, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Talking about the money. And so I want to talk a little bit more, but before we do that, let's do a little housekeeping. Stay right there. I hope y'all did what you had to do. Here's something else you can do for me. So you guys can help me continue to build this channel by buying me a coffee. Buying me a coffee allows me to build money and capital to buy things that we need, new cameras and certain lights and things that I need, continuing to build and build and build a channel. So you can go to Buy Me a Coffee and type in Bravo with Sheila. I don't know if the link is on this banner, but you can go to Buy Me a Coffee. You can buy up to boop, 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 as many as you want at $5 a clip. And that goes into this whole thing. That's how Superfood Parent, she is the person who sponsored this show monthly. People think that StreamYard
Oh,
is free. It is not free. But when you give, it allows me to use some money to put over here and some money to stay active in these YouTube streets. So you can go to Buy Me a Coffee, and I appreciate your donations and all that you do. Okay, so that was a commercial break. Now let's get back to what you want to say. I'm following your lead. What time is it? Because I want you guys to get into bed because you have an early morning tomorrow morning. It is 7 p.m.
yes,
here, which means it is midnight.
yes, yes. I think we'll end with that video. If you show that video, that last one, and then we'll talk
I like
briefly,
I like it.
and then we'll
And I would love to talk a bit about the houses, right?
Please.
So, most of the times people ask you that how much is maybe one bedroom, this kind of house gonna cost you to build.
Mhm,
So, on average, we have it that two bedrooms with 2.5 bathrooms.
mhm,
And this one is not like, please, nobody should go and fight with his or her builder. I
mhm.
know you charge me so much. Come and look at this video. He's saying this in a place.
Okay, you put that
It
disclaimer.
varies.
Okay. Okay.
It varies because somebody might be in Accra, somebody might be in Kumasi, and the
right.
price is gonna depend on your geographical area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cement sold here might be different from cement sold in my village because that person had to transport it. That retailer had to transport it through to get to my village.
Yes.
So definitely the price will go up compared to the city.
Yes.
And certain things in the city, when people are building closer to where we have the quarry, they will get the rocks really cheap.
Mhm.
Yes.
But if you are further away from where the quarry site, one rock trip of rock is more like 500, 400 to 500 US. And maybe somebody who is really close can get it for like 250, 300.
So
So
this is a
that is
disclaimer that you're putting out. We're putting this
that
disclaimer
is
out.
it. So
This is for informational
don't go.
purposes only.
That is it. That is it. Don't go and fight your developer. So 2 bedroom with 2.5 bathrooms. Somebody might want an office, maybe different stuffs included. But this one, 2 bedroom with 1.5 bathroom, should cost you around 50,000 US.
Mhm,
So this 50,000 US could be more or less, depending on the taste of the client.
mhm.
Maybe if you're a person of a high taste, uh, a taste for good quality, then you're gonna go beyond this 50,000. And it depends on the stage that you want the building. If you just want the structural work, then it means that you can go less on this amount. But if you want a finished um, apartment or structure, then it means that you're going to go beyond it. If
Okay.
you want it to want the building to be delivered to you like a 10 key, then it means that you're going to go beyond this amount of 50,000 for a two-bedroom house.
Mm-hmm.
And three bedrooms with 3.5 bathrooms can cost you around 80,000 to 150,000 US.
Mm-hmm.
So that also depends on the specifications of the client.
Mm-hmm.
We are looking at the average. So this amount, 80,000 to 150, can either go down or go up, depending on the stage you want your building to get, or depending on the kind of items you want in
Mm-hmm.
your room. Because one toilet seat can cost you like 5,000 cities, let's say 50, 500 US,
Mm-hmm.
600 US. The same toilet seat, one can buy it for 200 US
Okay.
or 150 US. So looking at your class, if you want something of that 100, 500 US, you cannot tell your developer that I want this I have this high expectations, but I want you to charge me this amount. No. So your expectations will determine the price that you will pay.
Yes. Yes.
That is it. So it all depends on the kind of conversation you sit down with your clients and have. You need to
Yeah.
understand and know the expectations of your client before you even present
Right.
your estimate to him or her. So 4 bedrooms with 4.5 bathrooms, you would get it from for 100,000 to 200,000.
Mm-hmm.
It could be more or less
Mm-hmm.
depending on the situation that evolves around it.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms will cost you 150,000 to 300,000 US or more.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how the ranges, that the average that you can get your buildings for. So you look at your budget. Oh, okay. So if I am doing like 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and I don't want it really, really luxurious, then it means that you can get it for 150 or maybe 180 to 200,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is it. But if you the luxurious type, then it means that you should get prepared to pay for like 300,000 or 350,000 thereabout. So this is what I thought it wise to share with you.
Thank you for that. Yes, because we didn't talk
Yeah.
about that on that level before. I do remember when Karen started building her house, she did not share with us the last time that she went over because she started
Yeah.
seeing vision. I want this. You said first it was like 750 or 60 or something, but then you
Yes.
realized you're like, oh, well, I want this now and I want this. But your house
Right.
is beautiful. It's huge, top, bottom, patio. You have your own generator now. You have all these different things, and it's so. I wish you would have had a picture so people could see. But they can go to your channel. That'll cause them to go to your
Yes, they
channel and
can.
see the video. She has $70,000. This is what I built, and the great thing is, there's no mortgage. There is no
Yes,
mortgage. It's
that's the
yours.
huge part. Yes,
Yes, there's no mortgage.
yes.
Oh my goodness! And so, okay, we have a couple of okay, cuz I see you. She says I'm on. But yes, I think that was so awesome, Emmanuel, to share that because we took it to another level with you sharing that in terms of pricing and whatever. And you take your
Mhm.
time building. And not only that, before we go to this last clip, we talked about if you want to build in the community, now this is a question. Once you build in the community and say a person wants to come back and forth to Ghana, they have their community, but they want their property to make money for them while they're in their specific state or country where they live. Is that going to be, are there going to be rules that you can't do Airbnb? Is there going to be restrictions? Because that's, how's that going to work, or have you thought about that yet?
Yeah, if someone wanted to rent their place while they were gone, that's not going to be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem because we know that some people are building just for that purpose.
Hmm.
You
Sure.
know, they're building to have Airbnbs. Some people are talking about building like some tiny homes on their property so that they can use them for Airbnbs or rentals. And so that's not a problem.
And
What
go ahead.
we're thinking about, or what someone mentioned to me today that I'm haven't even talked to Emmanuel about, is like, is there have any have we thought about a maintenance um, program,
Yeah,
for those people who are going to be doing that,
Sure.
to
you're going to need that.
maintain,
Yes.
like if someone rents it, who's going to clean it and who's going
Yep.
to maintain it while they're away. So that's something,
Because
a whole nother
And
arm to that.
it's
Yeah.
more like no matter how beautiful this city will be or this community will be, it will all depend on how much we put into it.
Yeah.
correct.
Sometimes we will talk a good game, but we wouldn't just do anything to bring that to reality.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, we hear about the New York City, we hear about the East Legon in Ghana, the Trazaco
Hmm.
in we all want to go there and visit. We hear about Dubai here and that, and we all always want to go there to visit, to look at it. It's about the architecture and the
Oh yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
they have. So one thing is, if we want this village or this community to be like um, an attraction site
Hmm.
for people to always run and come look at the village or the community and feel the serenity of the environment and stay. It will depend on what we're going to put in the community.
Yes.
Because you cannot just come and put up something like a single container, something like this there,
Yeah.
and you expect that somebody will pay a whole lot of
Yes.
money
For
to
sure.
just come and stay in a container house.
Yeah.
For
You get
sure.
my point?
For
I'm
sure.
not saying that
Absolutely.
it's not worth it, but think about it. Is
Right.
it going to be that attractive to
Right.
come into such community? What is
Absolutely.
so peculiar about the community that I should abandon all these beautiful homes in Accra, in East Legon, and run to the central region, to one village called Brabezi, and lodge over there for what? What do
Yeah.
I get?
Yeah.
Yes.
For doing this. So if somebody should prioritize your community over other communities, then you should do something really good. So even if it's instead of you getting this tiny house here, tiny house there, now if you want to go into um studios, you want to go into hotels. We slept in one hotel in Accra and it was just 5 bedrooms rate. Oh man, the hotel was really good.
Yes.
Mm.
They are really organized. One bedroom, you have your toilet and bath, you have your mini kitchen in it,
Hmm.
you have your air condition, you have the
Yeah.
water heaters in it. It is an organized place. So
Mhm.
you go in there and you feel the comfort. So
Absolutely.
if you build this tiny house there, that tiny house there, and you at the end of the day, you cannot maintain it,
Right.
then you've wasted the money. So instead, you put that whole chunk of money together,
Right.
then you put up a magnificent structure. that is going to attract people to the village.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
this is where I am going. This is where I will get what
Right.
I'm going to get from going into this community. So, and the more we do that, the more people will be attracted to the community. And when more people come into the community, that is when your Airbnb is going to have value.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
But if
Absolutely.
you don't put up something really good and somebody will come and sleep in one day, that person wouldn't feel the need to even return again, then it means that the value is going to go down. So
Absolutely. And
let
you
us
talk about
bring,
that. I'm sorry,
yeah.
but you keep talking because I want to put this back up as you're talking. Go ahead.
So let us have that dream. Let us have that vision. It's not just Emmanuel, it's not just Africa, but who should be always thinking about how the community should look like.
Hmm.
Your comments and everything are welcomed in as far as they all come together to support the development of the community. You
Yeah.
know, you look at it from this side. If we all have like, these big buildings and everything in it, so people will just run and come. And that place, we have a whole lot of tourist attraction sites,
Hmm.
the Canopy Walk, the Kakum National Park, that has the wildlife reserves and everything. They are on the same stretch to our land. So if we have this big sign saying that welcome to the Hebrews heritage, welcome to the diaspora community, all these people will stop and pass there. Somebody having this beautiful restaurant that has, that can give you continental and the local dishes, that is going to always attract people. Even
Yeah.
people from far, people who have no intentions of building in the community will just visit
Just
because of
visit.
the kind of environment
Yeah.
that we have. That is it. So I would just tell people that we need to reorient ourselves and revisit our architecture
Yes.
again so that we build this community into a magnificent one.
Thinking collectively. There's a comment here that I think you might have answered it, but I wanted to go back to it. We didn't directly answer it to Anthony. Anthony, thank you for being here. He said, will you guys provide property management services? And as he put that up, you started talking about
Yeah.
that's something that you would put in place. And he just put a comment up here. I haven't read it. I'll read it in real time with you. Hi, AFRICABA. I have noticed most developers in Ghana don't have recreational parks. In their development. Will you guys have a recreational park? And if not, why? We talked about that on the other show, but you can tell them
Yes,
what
we
happened
do.
with that. That was a vision. Go ahead.
Yes. That is definitely part of the vision to
Sure.
have a recreational park area, where we think especially about the children, a place where they will be able to come and gather and run and play. And then also for people to, like to come and, I guess over time, we are looking at maybe, like a big recreational area where we might even have golf or, some of those other luxurious things.
Why not?
But right now, yeah, right. Right now, we see there's an area of the land that we have purchased where it just looks like it's so serene, and it's so it looks so peaceful that we've already talked about just making that like a area where people can come and just relax and have some benches out there and just make it a place where people can just come and chill.
Mhm.
And we also are going to have a place where for people to exercise, walking trails. I mean, we the vision is there. So
The
yes,
vision.
Anthony, we will be
Yeah.
doing that.
And this, let me
Well,
comment. Those of you that didn't, that came in
okay.
late, and I put this picture up and didn't tell you why, this is actually a space. This is on a property that they're building so that they would have an office and places to come to greet people who want to sit and sign papers and rest while they're walking on the grounds, which we will show you in a few minutes. This also is something that Emmanuel and Karen was saying that can be built. Bedrooms can go in here, and if you're thinking like, well, I don't have a lot of money, you can start small and grow and build and build. Investment is investment. And that's why I put it back up, because I know some people came in and wasn't here early on. All right. And that's why I put that up. I'll remove that. And Emmanuel was going to say something.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, talking about this recreation centers, the entertainment centers and everything, it's not gonna be like, oh, just Africa about who has to do that. No, please. If you even a subscriber of Bravo and you have the money, you have what it takes to do that, and you have that interest. Maybe I can invest in a gym, then in a gym center, then you come to the company when the community is developed, or we can give you that lot, and you put up that structure that is gonna take the gym.
Yeah.
And somebody too can come, all right, I also want to do like a recreational center. We have the land available. You come, we talk business, because it's about what you get, what we're gonna get. So we talk about that. Then you also put that one up. I want to also invest in maybe a clinic or healthcare facility. All
Yeah.
right. Then you come, we talk about it. So all these things are going to be in the community,
Yes.
but we cannot single-handedly do that.
Yes. We
As it
need
has been
investors and people who can see the vision
sure,
and believe in.
that is it.
Yes. Yes.
Because I bet you, like 5, 10 years to come, we will have a whole lot of people moving from the West to Africa.
Mhm.
And Africa right now is the best place to invest your money. But
Yeah.
the only thing I can tell you is that you have to invest wisely. You
Yes.
don't just jump at every opportunity and throw your money around. You will lose it. So
Yes.
please, you have to, even if you want to invest or work with Africa, but just do your investigations,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because this is a risk that you are taking. You
Yes.
do your investigation. Even insurance itself is a risk. So you do your investigations before you invest. I'm not coming to sit there and tell you that, oh, Africa is 100%. Nobody knows what the future holds.
True.
But
True.
we're praying that nothing bad happens and we get this community developed.
Right.
Before you invest with us, let's sit down, talk business, and you know the kind of people you're working with. You look
Yes.
at our documents. Are we legit? Are
Yeah.
we registered company or not? We just come here to tell you guys that, oh, Africa is registered, this and that. Is it true? So what have we got to show you guys? So if
Right.
you go through our documentations and everything, then when you are convinced, you can go ahead and invest. You don't
Yes.
just bring your money to me.
Right.
You don't know me from anywhere.
Right.
I'm not going to take your money, but sometimes to get that peace of mind, it's
Right.
better that you know the person you're dealing with.
Yes. The
I
credibility.
don't think, sure.
Credibility
I
and
don't think I
character.
can
Yes.
run anywhere.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't think
Absolutely.
I can run anywhere, because right now you know me. Everybody knows. Oh, that guy with the sideburns and everything. Now, come on, you're gonna just get me really quick. So, guys, do well. Do that the due diligence, and
Yes.
investigate whatever venture you wanna invest in before you put your hard earned money into
Yes.
it. Thank you.
That's awesome. Yes. Credibility, character, and like mindedness, right? That's what
Yeah.
causes people to
Absolutely.
build and come together, and just build and see the vision, right? And everyone benefits when you come with the right motives and when you come with the
Sure.
right vision and you can see it happening. So I thank you both for being here. We're going to close out with this last video, this clip. And then I'm not even going to tell you guys to wait for me backstage like we usually do in chat. I'm going to let you go to sleep. So let's show this last clip. I thank everyone for being here. Let me pull up this last clip. You can share. And I think this is a great, great way to end the show. But stay right there as the clip ends, and then we'll say goodnight.
Okay, center.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so that wasn't the one
Which
that
one are
I
you
was
talking
thinking.
about?
It was the other one that where Emmanuel was speaking about the need of
Sky?
the community. No, so maybe you didn't get it.
I
Maybe it
did.
didn't come.
I
Okay,
did.
all right. Well, that's
Next
fine.
time.
We'll do it next time.
Yes, next time we'll just keep elevating and elevating and informing and
Yeah.
informing. No, I didn't get that one. I'm sorry. I didn't
Oh,
get
no
that one.
problem.
So listen, guys, all
All
of
right,
you,
so
go ahead.
if you didn't get it, let me speak about it a bit.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I need to speak about it.
Well,
There
go
is
ahead and speak about it. You
we
woke
were
up,
go,
Emmanuel. You woke up. Go ahead and speak about it. Go ahead.
we were gonna get the raffia branches for the sidings of the office, the interior sidings of the office.
Mhm,
So when we went to a certain village, they have the electricity, but they don't have the pipe water, or they don't have any source of drinking water.
mhm.
They just go to maybe stream deep in the bush to
Uh-huh.
get water, and they don't have health care. They don't have clinic, nothing. They do not have school for the kids. And you can see a whole lot of ladies in that village. They have men there. Definitely, they're gonna produce kids,
Mhm.
and these kids will have to work like a couple of hours before they can get access to school. Right? When I got there, I nearly wept. So I was like, no, you know, how much will it cost a brother to put a smile on these kids' face?
Yeah.
You know, even if it's gonna be a kindergarten school to maybe primary three or whatever,
Yeah.
these little kids can stay in the community, just walk like 5 minutes to the school, and wouldn't have to walk through the rain and the sun all the way to somebody's village or community before they can learn how to read and write.
Wow.
So I did a video concerning that.
Oh,
And
I'm so sorry I didn't get that. I didn't.
look at the case where the ladies will get pregnant, and let's say in at midnight at this time, if they are in labor, if we I didn't see any vehicle there.
Mm,
So what is the guarantee that this lady, if not for God, what's the guarantee that this lady will give birth and will come home alive with her baby?
wow.
So people are going through a lot. Somebody's case can be worse than whatever I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But this is what we have seen, and I did that video so that we can all come together as people and help in whatever way
We
we
can.
could. So
Yes.
that is what the video was about.
Okay, so make sure I get it. I don't know why I didn't get it or if I missed the email, but I definitely want to show that. Absolutely. And before we leave, we have
Yeah.
one comment here. Kim Cooper, Shalom. Absolutely beautiful. She said, I think I saw my land.
Yeah, you did. You
Yes,
did,
yes.
sis. That was yours.
So
Come
nice.
back home and get
Come back
it.
home and get it. All right, Pastor Rosa, God bless you. Thank you for being here. Talk to you soon. Thank you. She said, good night, all. As always, such informative and interesting information that challenges us to go beyond the norms and widen our culture. Thank you.
Yeah.
She's saying thank you. And we thank all of you in the chat and all of you who are here. Remember, when nothing changes, nothing changes. And we must do something we've never done before. We must make a change, some type of change. Each day we should focus on doing something we've never done before, even envisioning something that we need to do. And so I think when you show, next time you come back, I really want to see that video, and whatever else you come to show us, remember on the screen, vote for Karen. Go to the Creators Award. You must go for, let me see as it go by. what it's saying so people can get this at, I think it's TY, hold on.
It's YT,
What?
YouTube,
Oh, YouTube. Here we go.
YT.
YouTube creators. I'm saying it all wrong, Karen. Hurry
It's
up.
ytcreators.com, I believe that's the website.
Okay,
And then
why?
when you click on it and go in, then I think at the bottom there'll be a link for you to vote.
Absolutely. On their
Oh,
different categories. Their
Oh, I was
different
nominated for the YouTube for the diasporans. YouTube
yes.
Creator of the Year for diasporans.
Yes, you for the year. So you guys look, Karen
Mhm.
and Donna is doing a great thing. So I want you to please just take a few minutes just to go to this website, and they have different categories, and you'll see the one she's under. You also can
Yeah.
email her. You see the email, her and Emmanuel. You can send an email. Vote for Karen in Ghana. Go to her channel and subscribe at the Ghana Creators Festival 2023. How much time we got left? Karen, how much time do we have left for this? Let me see. We
Oh,
have
you looking it up?
the clock is ticking.
give
The
us,
clock is
give me.
ticking. 10 days, 4 hours, 30 minutes, 39 seconds. Okay? That's where, wait, where the camera? There it is. There we
I'm
go.
gonna go out there and check. I have not done
That's
that.
what we're working with. And so that means you have to hurry up. Don't forget, and just go ahead and click where it says click here to vote. And then you'll see her. You'll see her. Go ahead and vote for Karen for the year. She's doing a great, great work. I voted today. So you go ahead and vote. All of you up in the
Thank
bushes
you.
and wherever you are, and you in the chat, please, please vote for my girl. And so once again, I thank you so very much for being here. I tell you, I done
It's our pleasure.
fell in love with Karen and Emmanuel. Emmanuel stayed up. Y'all don't understand. He was almost nodding out before we started the show. But I knew once he started talking, he would be all right because he just woke up to give this information. So we're going to take it out. I'll see you guys again soon. Stay tuned for Bravo with Sheila on Thursday night on the network. We have Dawn B, Thursday night with Dawn B. So listen, we love you and we'll see you soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
I'm going to drop you down so you guys can go and get some rest. Okay.
Thank you. All right.
I'll talk to you. All right, guys. Once again, we did it. We did it. Karen in Ghana. Please, please, please vote for her. And I'll see you again soon. Stay well. Remember, when nothing changes, nothing changes. Mwah. Smooches. Ciao.